control surfaces, new cockpit, more cargo bays, more wings and things, the RAM air intake. Interesting if we're doing space planes. Then we've got large control, which is more RCS thrusters and SAS stuff, launch escape, the cupola, lander can and the RCS fuel tanks. Unmanned tech gives us the probe core upgrade, allows remote tech probe cores to contact ships within 3 kilometers without the need for a dedicated antenna. Interesting. The Probodobodobodobodyne Hex, which is like the Octo, and the Probodobodyne Octo 2, which is the thin one. We also have the ion engines and the xenon containers. And then we have the scan, been there, done that. External command seat, Rove mate, so that's rover stuff, and the chem cam. So, this is where I hand it over to the guys in the Twitch chat. What do you guys think? What should we be spending our science points on? Nuclear engines, docking ports and stack separators, probably not. Aerodynamic stuff, probably not that one either. Control surfaces, wings, cargo bays, things like that, probably not that one. Large control, cupola, RCS fuel tank, maybe. Unmanned tech, maybe. Ion propulsion could be interesting, and the rovers could be interesting. So, you guys, let me know what you think we should unlock. And while you guys consider that, give me 2 minutes and I'm going to go and grab myself a drink because I forgot to get one. I will be back literally in 2 minutes, and I hope when I come back that you guys have picked what we're going to have. Talk amongst yourselves for a few moments. He's back. Hello, I am back with a drink. There we go. Much better. Okay, so what have you guys decided? If you're going to do much more with satellites, then ion propulsion is the way to go. More control. So let's have a look. Rovers, so ion propulsion. More control. So that would be that one, I presume. Nuclear engine would be interesting, but the ion propulsion is certainly an efficient 4,200 ISP in a vacuum, but with only minimal thrust. That has 800 ISP in a vacuum with a lot more thrust. yeah, these are designed for. What are they designed for? They are designed for satellites and things like that. If you're going to another planet, nukes are the best. Well, here's what the situation is. We need to complete our orbital station, or at least get some stuff up to our orbital station. So none of these particularly affect our immediate next mission, but our long-term goal is going to be to place a colony on another planet. So I am thinking that for now the nuclear engines might be the way to go, and then we'll come back for the ion propulsion once we've generated some science from our station. And that, yeah, that will mean that we can head over to other planets and things. Yeah, I think we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the nukes. The nuclear propulsion still leaves us with 138, so it won't be long until we're able to unlock the ion propulsion as well. But there we go. We have nuclear engines now. Excuse me. Our strategies are still working well for us. 9.8 funds. What is our reputation at the moment? It's hard to judge what your actual reputation figure is. I can't really see. I think our strategies are sound at the moment. So let's have a look at what missions are being offered that involve orbital stations. Here we go. Perform experiment retrograde quarks in orbit around Kerbin. Retrograde quarks. Seriously? That's worth 708 science and 427,000 funds with an advance of 142,500. I think we've got to take on that mission, don't you? Let's accept that. Test the atomic rocket motor on a suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. I'm not going to do that now, but that would be an interesting one. Position a satellite in a tundra orbit around Kerbin. That's interesting. Another 375 science from that. In fact, it's more than that, isn't it? That's 700 and something science. Because look, that's going to give us 59. Goodness me. So this one we've got is going to give us something like 1,000 science. Yeah, I don't really like the testing missions either, to be quite honest, but they give good science sometimes. I don't know what a tundra orbit is. I'm not going to take that one for now. Let's see if we can launch a retrograde quarks experiment up to our station. I don't think... Did we leave a Kerbal up at the station? I don't think we did we? We just deployed it and then came home again. So, where is the retrograde quarks experiment? It's one of these. Plant growth, prograde quarks, retrograde quarks. Here we go. So we've got to take this thing up with us to the space station. To dock with this science lab, which requires 3 researchers. So we are going to need to take oh, okay, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was. I thought that was bigger than that. Well, in that case we could probably do that. And then put a docking port on the end of that. Or shall we use one of those docking ports? No, I'll tell you what we're going to use actually. We're not going to use either of those. We're going to use the shielded one for aerodynamic sizing. So, we need to launch that thing. We need to be able to recover this. That is an important factor in this mission. Recoverability. So, we are going to need parachutes galore. Something like that. We're also going to need a heat shield on the bottom of this. Where am I looking? Is it in structural? Yeah. There we go. And no, 2.5 meter, one of them. Okay. So that's the return stage sorted. We just need to get up there first. Right, what's this doing in the way? You get out of the way. You can go there or something like that. There we go. So, what's the toolbar mod called? This is this is called 000 toolbar. I don't know the proper name for it, but that's what it appears as in your mod folder. So there we go. There is our experiment. It will take 3 Kerbals with it, and we need to launch this thing. So we're going to need some fuel. Oh. What engines have we got that will power that? Got the mainsail, got the skipper. Maverick 5 or the Vesta. What's the thrust on that? 600, it's 380 vac, 335 vac, 360 vac, 800 vac. I'm wondering if we should try and use those for the like a docking stage. Can we go? I'm betting we haven't got the quadcoupler thing. No, we've only got a tricoupler, which is a bit weird on there. Oh, Wampiri, you got blocked. What did you get blocked for? A link. Hold on, where are we? Permit this user. There we go, you can share that link again. You have my permission. And Mubot's permission. No, I don't think that's going to work. So, let's go back to that. We need an engine, a big engine that's efficient in space. That one's not too bad, is it? That's the Poodle. So let's use the Poodle. Oh, we've got the low profile, max 120 thrust, 390 vacuum. That is a very low profile engine. If we stage it off, it doesn't do much though. So that's 3,610 meters a second of delta V. That only has a very small thrust to weight though. So there we go, 2,300 meters a second of delta V with a 0.59 thrust to weight, which should be sufficient in